Hello everybody, welcome to another rapid speedrun game against Vasya Vasilev, rated 1252. We're going to try to get a Scotch Gambit on the board, as that is our speedrun. So now we put two pawns in the center, and he takes. This is not correct, he's supposed to take with the pawn. We could immediately just take and have a centralized queen, that looks good. If we take this pawn, which I'm going to go for, it also looks interesting because his knight's hanging. Material's even right now, but both of our bishops are open. Our queen is staring at an open d file, so we seem a good deal more active. So he retreats his knight, gives us back the turn. It's somewhat interesting. I'll just develop casually a new piece as he plays c6, maybe trying to stop our knight, maybe trying to prepare d5. I thought he would kick the knight with something like d6. We should continue developing. Also, his bishop diagonal is a little blocked. It's a little weird, but queen g4. It's too fancy, but I'm going to keep it in mind. I'm just going to develop a bishop towards the center as he plays h6, which does not threaten anything, does not prepare anything. It's a weird move. Now both queen f3 and queen h5 threaten checkmate in one. Queen h5, if g6 takes, king comes up. Could be worth it. There's also no need for any of that, so let us just lift our queen 1 as a developing move and prepare long castle. He finally kicks our knight, and I think we should retreat it. Normally I would just long castle and on takes checkmate him with the rook support, but the knight is defending, which is unusual because the knight's not normally here. If we sacrifice and he takes, we no longer can bring our queen in, so let's just bring our knight backwards to f3 or d3. Let's just stick with f3 so we don't block the d file for the time being. We're ready to long castle, we're ready to play bishop e2 and just pile up on the d file. With a much more active position as he only has one piece, now two out. To our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with castled king. So now we're pressuring his d6 point, and he goes b5 trying to maybe attack the king. I think it's time we play in the center. I don't think it's worth wasting a whole turn on moving my bishop to e2. I want to do something that makes a little more sense. So I'm going to jump this knight, which has nowhere to go other than the forward central square with a threat. By removing this knight, this gives us the possibility of moving our f-pawn to f4, f5 to get this knight out of the center or attack. So he takes. What do we want to take with? If we take with the queen, bishop f6, but that hangs the central pawn. But I'm going to take with the bishop, also comes with a threat. And on bishop f6, we can still take the bishop and then win the pawn, which I think is better than, because then he doesn't have bishop takes knight ruining our structure in intermezzo. So he hits our bishop, which threatens the bishop, but the drawback is this is not defended. So let's take it. So he's going to move the rook and attack the bishop. What? What? Okay, so that's a free rook for no reason. That's weird. We also could have thrown in this check with intermezzo, but I was too focused on him hanging the rook that I wasn't paying attention. Also, you may not even want to take that pawn, so you don't open up a file towards your king. So it's debatable whether you should take that. Okay, so he moves his king. Super awkward. I mean, I'm just going to take it. I don't feel threatened. I don't think he can start a serious attack. He moves his king again. My queen could give the check. But first, let me get rid of this bishop that's hanging. And then I could jump my knight in with check, uncovering my queen's diagonal. This check also hits the bishop. He can go here or here. And I guess I can't get my queen in the way I thought, but that's fine. I'll get it in through the center. So he goes there. Now we can take the bishop to clear the d file for our queen, since the queen can't go here or here because they're both covered. So now when he has to take back, we can just take here, forcing the queen trade with check. And the game is easily over. That's why he resigns. So if we go through that game, it starts off with the possibility of Scotch Gambit, but you really have to take the pawn with the pawn. You can't take it with the knight. Both moves are playable here. You can take the knight or the pawn. We choose to go for the pawn just for a different game. And he goes back. Now just development in center. Development in center. Oh wow, they do they do like queen h5. So queen h5, if he goes g6, we do take. So the follow-up, everything wins. Castles, f4, bishop c4. So let's go with castles. He tries to hit your queen. You avoid the trade. He develops the knight. You attack the knight. He jumps in the center. And this is +5. So the king is just toast long term. That's pretty cool, even though there's, you don't see the moves. It's just over. And I looked at that, but I also said there's no need. It's just nice to know that that was the best move. Okay. So development and king safety. Force move. Actually, I'm also curious, which square do they like better? Okay, either one, they're almost the same, but d3 a tiny bit more. I guess from d3 you can go to f4 to challenge the knight immediately, which is kind of cool. Okay, but we just went back, also playable. King safety and development. Improving a piece for free because it threatens c6. Okay, they're saying you could take either way. Queen's a little better, but queen, bishop, we take, he takes, we take, he takes, we take. He goes here, 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 here. We double, and this looks like a normal position. And white is +3.2 here. I mean, he could move his bishop, and we just win the pawn. He's a little bit tied down, I guess. His pieces are restricted. They're all trying to defend each other. He has 2 pawns hanging, so he just ends up losing this move by move. Okay, so that's interesting. Clearly winning endgame because he pushed his b pawn, creating these weaknesses that are easily targetable. So anyway, we take with the bishop for free. And then it goes from white slightly better to +5. White's completely winning. because he takes this pawn, which ruins everything, collapses his position. I don't know why he didn't lift his rook and hit our bishop. We take this with check. He has to do something. We force his queen off the back rank and then queen d5 or something. This evacuates our bishop, which you need some type of clever way to do it because it looks trapped. If we do go queen d5, oh, then he goes here and you can't evacuate your bishop anymore. That's interesting. Cool. Yeah, his best try was clearly rook h7, but he just blundered. We take a free rook, although you could have thrown in the check. We throw in the check now, free move, free improving move, and then we take the bishop to evacuate the bishop at +9, improve a piece for free, and he resigned. So no mistakes, just 2 inaccuracies. So a good game overall, a short one at that, and we'll keep it at that so you can go about your day and do other things. Good luck in your chess and goodbye.